whole life into his craft and into his body and making sure he's at 100%, and that shows. And he had a breakthrough year last year on tour, and Yago Dora only surfing half the year last year, and when he came back on the tour after injury, he did so incredible. He was constantly in the finals, quarterfinals, final series.
Yeah, Callum Robson nearly missing out on that Rookie of the Year award, finishing off number 11 on the championship tour. We're looking at Ryan Callinan, the Nova Castrian out of Newcastle, Australia. High not huck the air. Ryan Callinan, as we're talking about injuries, Laura, had a broken hand last year in which he missed this event at Pipe at the start of 2022.
I caught up with Richard Dog Marsh at Haleiwa at the Challenger Series, and he said the same thing. That's where I'm getting the information, is from his coach. And basically the headspace, the physical aspects, and his whole life has seemed to come together for him this year. And I'd love to see him in the top 5 at the end of the year.
Yeah, Ryan, he's obviously got that, just trying to find something to put on the board. I mean, love the way he just wanted to get that second turn in there and just try to get some more points, but taking off a bit deeper down the peak.
Yeah, Megan, just being able to ping pong through this wave, gets in the barrel and then has to skip over a section to meet that oncoming section.
Yeah, you can see it right there. He kind of bunny hops over that little swell.
Yeah, we just saw Ryan perform. We got a combination of maneuvers and being very reactive, as Strider was talking about. So we'll see how it goes with priority. Callum Robson on the paddle here. On the backhand, yanks that rail, finds a nice barrel, travels for a while, but fights for the exit, but no doing for surfer out of Evans Head, Australia.
Tell you how your boards looked. You had to trust them a bit. I'm sure Ross knows what that's all about. You do too, Laura. You have to trust in your camaraderie and your friendships on tour.
Dora having to just pull out there, and then we saw the buildup of sand towards the channel at Pipeline, causing that wave to close out right there. You could actually see the wave's color change as that closeout section approached.
Like you just said, the west swell is what will move that sand and dislodge it and give us that reef, as we say. Ryan Callinan.
That was a sneaky barrel for Ryan Callinan. Already has a 2.83 for the forehand barrel.
But then he kind of sneaks into that thing and gets a gem out of it. Beautiful. I love how he stayed in that, and I think wise decision to not go for that closeout maneuver on that wave.
And as you can see, both of these waves from Ryan and
seek that wave out. Here we go with Callum Robson under the curtain. Callum lip glide to disaster there, but nice barrel for Callum Robson. We'll be waiting for scores for both Ryan and Callum.
They've been focusing on the lefts most of the heat, but Callum, we're used to seeing him make these, so that was a bit of a missed opportunity.
Ryan again, little barrel there, just trying to squeeze his way through. That is going to be a no-make, but we're still waiting for the previous ride. As we wait for those scores, let's check in with AJ McCord. AJ, whether he's going to go left or right, he's going to go Pipeline left on this one. Yago Dora. Easy drop for the goofy foot out of Brazil. Big air. Bones it out. And needs to fight the white water to get in front. And unfortunately, that will not count as a completion. But I like the intent. That was a lot of amplitude, Laura. That was a big pop on that air. Wait a minute. This happened during the break. In the barrel. And can Ryan come out? Yes, he does.
Nice way to back up his score line right with that. But Ryan's sitting pretty. He has a couple of good scores right now. So I was out there, but not like them. I was half. Oh, here we go, Kaipo.
We'll get back to that conversation. The previous replay of 5.07 for Ryan Callinan. Ryan takes the lead. Here comes Callum Robson, way too deep on that one. Not going to factor into his 2-wave total. Down to 6 minutes and 15 seconds for the heat in the water. Under 5 minutes, Ryan out in the lead, Callum Robson in second, and Yago Dora here needs a 3.45. Dora on the move. And that will do nothing, so just trying to find one appears to be difficult right now for Yago Dora.
They give you tips that you don't see from land, too. I mean, John doesn't need tips, but you know what I mean, give you that energy.
Totally, the energy, that's all it takes, just that little pump up.
We saw Yago take off on that wide shot. He's still searching for a 3.45 or better in his score line. Callum Robson went right.
Yeah, nice opening turn there. I love that last turn. You know, he stuck it. And it's really just when you're competing, here he goes, it's just taking that energy away from them.
Yeah.
Because you want to not only, not have them go on a good wave, but you just want to kind of get in their space so you take their good energy away from them.
Down to 15 seconds. Still enough time for Yago to get a wave. He recognized it here. Priority with Ryan Callinan. Ryan's going to let him go. Yago gets his feet before the horn. Gets in the barrel, travels in the barrel, tries to fight for an exit, and Yago will be going to the elimination round. Well, that's it. Ryan Callinan, Callum Robson go to round the 30.